So in today's video, we're going to be going over the trader Blasian. Now, if you don't know who he is, he's a trader, day trader. I think he trades New York session, I'm not for sure. I looked through his content. There's somebody else I've been following for like last, I'd say 9 months. Like I said, from my, again, transparency, A, join the free Discord if you want to learn more ICT concepts. But B, for this trade particularly, again, I went through the content, I looked through it. From my understanding, do legit. I only show and want to talk about legit people that I've helped, that helped me and further my career of trading. And this person, just from his payouts, from the idea of like how legit like these people can, you can take it. And he has some crazy payout amounts, and he also trades ICT concepts, so they grow. So that's I guess why YouTube recommended him for me like some time ago. But like I said, he just came back, did a video, and I want to highlight it. Some of the parts of this video because it kind of touched on some psychology parts, and you can see in the title how I went from a full-time day trader to a full-time delivery driver, why I quit, and he's gonna explain why I kind of watched the video. But I just want to highlight a couple of things that I thought was necessary, that was relevant into the trading right now and where I'm at in my space at too. So let's just get into it.
To you guys, and it was more of me being on social media at that point in my life was more of a negative impact towards me, and it felt like towards you guys as well, because I wasn't giving you guys my 100%, and that was also kind of compounding the negative impact that I was going through. So that's why I decided it was best for me to kind of just take a step back from social media, get my life together outside of the charts, and hopefully that will help my trading as well. So basically that's what I've been trying to do for these past 6-7 months.
So he's about to say, like, for the last 6-7 months, apparently he's been taking hiatus, kind of just been getting his mental straight. And I think that's so big getting away from social media if it's affecting you. For me personally, it wasn't even to the point where it's not even affecting me. I have no social media other than the content and business profiles that I have for the channel and stuff like that. I have on a personal side, I have no social media whatsoever, like zero, nothing. And the reason is because not even just because this is kind of happened before trading. Well, you have to think about from a social media standpoint, like you always trying to up somebody. You always looking at content and pressure of looking and caring for other people that got their stories, got their lives going on, and you going for likes and stuff like that. And you really don't care about this person. This person is competing. It's just a lot of psychologists, like a lot of psychological stuff that goes on. And it's just unnecessary. It's totally unnecessary. Like I said, if you in that world, I highly suggest that you take a step back from it and see how your trading is improving. If not just in trading in general, just how your life is improving. Right? Focus on what you're doing, focus on your journey, and just focus on what you're doing and believe in yourself more than just like looking at other stories and wishing this and wishing that. And what the biggest thing they say is the comparison is the thief of joy. So you just always don't want to compare yourself to other lifestyles and stuff like that. So if it is affecting you, highly suggest you take a hiatus and take a break. That was something I could resonate with, because the point I resonate so much to I don't even have anything on social media.
Wasn't meeting that expectation that was set on me, especially for those that were paying for my 100%, and I wasn't able to give my 100% in that time because, like I said, I wasn't really my best, and I feel like that's kind of why I had to stop, right? Because at the end of the day, all right, let's be honest, I could have easily gone down the guru route, just started lying to you guys and kept up a facade, and and I could have easily done that, especially with the ICT repost. I had the platform, I had the payouts, a few payouts. All these people online, they just kind of show the same payouts over and over again. They're just constantly blowing and resetting funded accounts. For me,
this was a big thing. It took me forever to realize when I was following other people, like on this journny. I didn't realize how many people were fake. I'm not even capping. Like I didn't realize like how my mind, I guess that I didn't think like why were people doing all this other negative stuff, like being fake and all this stuff. So I found a lot of negative people. I found like a lot of people that weren't being legit. So that what took me on the road, and he's talking about too on the road that at these side traders, I think we're trying to do is being way more transparent than being way more transparent than we actually have to. And it takes a toll on not just on not just the fact that we're trying to be transparent. That's great and beautiful, but idea of balancing it, right? I think he's gonna talk about in another part of the video of when you're showcasing so much, you got people who are trying to I don't want to say, he says pocket watch. I don't know about pocket. I mean, I guess that this platform might be pocket watch, but just more idea of the expectations of I want to make sure that I'm trading the way that I want to be trading, and then I wanted to post content and educational videos that helps people learn what I'm doing. And I'm trying to balance of showcasing every trades and stuff like that, because I don't showcase every single trade. I sometimes win, I sometimes lose, and I'll post where I feel like, if it's educational, I can post it, right? From my standpoint, I don't feel the need or pressure, and I don't want to feel the pressure that I got to consistently try to update y'all every single time that I take a trade. So that me personally is like that will. I feel like I was trying to do that, and then I was like, you know what, this is kind of messing with my psychology. I'm better than just kind of letting it like ebb and flow and showcasing. And I feel like from this standpoint of this channel, I feel like I showcase that I can trade, right? So, and legit and all that stuff like that. So from that standpoint, now it's just kind of me balancing on getting up capital and stuff like that, and just letting case the educational part kind of shine. And so to go back to what he's saying is like, this is like what you see is a lot of people not transparent, and you see people trying to be transparent. And this is some of the things that when you're getting transparent, some of the things that the psychology things that you go through doing that. So it's like a good thing and bad thing. But I definitely would like to be on this side of the field than other than people not being legit and hosting people and not and doing that. It's stuff. Mentally, I couldn't even do it. Like I couldn't mentally do it. Like I don't know, man. I just don't have people do that. So. Like I said, I like his transparency. Not a lot of people are transparent in this space. So again, that's why I think like I got recommended his videos. I don't know, but I like that he's transparent.
Begin to get back to that transparent person that you guys kind of saw me as in the first place. Because I feel like towards the end, right before I left, I was kind of transitioning away from that 100% transparency, which was also kind of affecting my mindset. So now that I'm coming back, I'm going to be completely the most transparent trader on YouTube. That's what I've always been. That's how I was able to grow 10K subscribers in under a year, completely organic. Because I was one of if not the only, I'm not gonna say the only, but one of the very, very few traders who actually expressed the negative sides of trading. And I have so many videos for you guys about that part, because what I went through these past 6 to 7 months, bro, you guys are gonna be like, I know exactly what you mean, bro. But those are for other videos. Like I said, I don't want to make this video
trading is like a journey. Like it's a journey. Like say I've had my own, so like through the trading, and this is where you kind of like, again, being that transparent, like I showcase on the channel as well. Like when you're trading psychology, just not on the charts, some things going through life, and so that sometimes the best thing you can do is take a break. I did not post. I wasn't posting anything for like last 4 or 5. Like I just took a break. Like you just take a break, don't do anything, because what's happening to you off the charts is absolutely going to affect you on the charts. I was one of those people that I didn't subscribe to that. I didn't believe in that. I promise you, I was like, nah, two things are separate. You are the same. You are the person who was taking trades on the chart as well. So if you're not balancing your life, diet and health, and physically getting fit and all these other things, it absolutely affect what you do on the chart. So that was a big thing I had to kind of like take a step away from, and kind of get fixed in the back end, and make sure that I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing outside the charts, so I can be the person I need to be on the charts. And again, if you're not in that journey, you will be on that journey if you have not been on it, because I promise you, what you're going through off the charts will absolutely 100% affect you off the charts, even if you don't want it to. It can even, I mean, in some cases, in a crazy, irrational, some cases, it may help you in a good way. But either way it goes, you don't want it to help you in good way. You want to be ebb and flow, as in like you want it to be consistently flat. Whether it's up, down, what's going on, you want to be able to be consistently flat. Where it's just like your emotions and your thinking, spiritual, like you just want to make sure that you're balanced. That way you can be at clear thinking on trades and wins and losses, and not over trading, not over leverage, not greedy, not feel like you need the urgency of the trade. So it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. Highly suggest take a break if it's something's going on behind the scenes of trading. This is the last little part that I want to jump into. And
media traders and influencers are missing the part where after you know how to make money and you prove to yourself that you can do it, they don't mention how your brain will want to do more, and that will lead to a lot more problems, right? So after you reach a certain level of consistent profitability, sometimes your brain can, or maybe it's your greed, right? Let's say you have one account, right, and you're making 5K a month. If your brain will be like, oh, well, if I have 10 accounts, then I can make 50K a month. So then you try to do that, and then that completely affects your trading. And then now all of a sudden you're back to square one, right? Where you're battling these psychological problems after you already proved to yourself that you can be consistent, after you already have a working model or system, right? And you're still having these same psychological battles. So hopefully some of you guys know what I'm talking about. If you do, let me know in the comments. But basically that's what I've been dealing.
That is a huge one, and it's one of the things like I've been mentally like prepared for. It has not. I have not. That hasn't happened. I don't. Don't want it to happen, and that is exactly why I am pacing myself slowly. Meaning I'm trading 2 express accounts, or I'll trade like 3 express accounts. But I won't trade all of them together. I'm just trying to get to the point where psychologically I'm there, where I feel comfortable with that much leverage, because I don't, and I've seen it happen to so many people where it's like you finally learn how to trade, you finally understand how to trade, you get in the charts, you're profitable. But I think like this the psychological work, like it sounds like you're going through a lot on your mind of just the trading, and then you try to size up, and then you get back to down on square one, right? And but really the trading got bad, not necessarily the strategy got bad, more of like that psychology of you trying to risk more, or you trying to win faster, so that greed starts coming in. Now this again has nothing really to do with your strategy, but you start manipulating your strategy because of all these things that's going through, again, psychological. That's why it's huge, man. It's just huge. So obviously, you're going back and you are square one. Obviously, take your time and start building that foundation. Like I said, I'm doing it. I'm trying to, before that happens to me, I'm literally trying to listen to other people tell stories and understand, like, okay, this is what I need to do. Okay, this is the next thing I need to do. Like, I don't want to fall in the same pit hole. If I, obviously it'd be a learning experience if I do, but either way it goes, it's more the mindset of like, okay, let's do this. Let's take it slow and eat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be building up to it until I feel comfortable enough to be able to do that. Because at the end of the day, my brain's thinking the way, whether the count's blown or the count's XYZ, was I comfortable, right? Did I take my strategy, all the A pluses and stuff like that? Was I comfortable taking the trade? And that's totally different from you just not doing what you're supposed to be doing and then blowing the count, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not about necessarily blowing the counts. It's more of the psychological. What did you do? How did you trade it? How did you feel? Were you comfortable and all that stuff? So that's what we're trying to be at in this next journey. So this is a great video. This is Blazion, again, the trader. I'll put his link, like this full video, in the description, or I'll put it in the description. That way you can just click on it and just subscribe, talk to watch the video and stuff like that, and support his channel and all that good stuff. So I thought it was a good breakdown, and very important for the traders to start understanding. So just wanted to highlight that, and I'm gonna try doing a lot more of these, and hope you like these, and I hope you'll probably bring a lot more of these, so it's showcasing different trades and the things that I'm watching and content wise, so I can kind of break it down. And all right, see you on the next one.